What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 19 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. Today we're going to build a budget squad based on all silver cards and just go through each position for all silver cards. Show you guys some gems, some cards out there that you can get really cheap. And if you're balling on a budget, you're trying to play this game and maybe stack your stubs, or maybe you just need some of these cards for random silver challenges. You know, there's a lot of challenges and objectives out there. You know, get 3 hits with a silver player. Get a couple RBIs with a silver player. They're going to help you earn those stars towards your first and second inning programs. Maybe these cards will help you as well, or if you just want to have some fun and try to play with maybe a lesser squad. I went through each position, looked at all the silver cards in the game. I built the lineup. You guys can see it on your screen, but we're going to go position by position and not only, you know, tell you why I picked these guys, but also maybe look at some alternatives and just, you know, point some guys out, and it's up to you guys to make the decision. If it helps you out, let me know. Definitely click that thumbs up. Show some support. I appreciate it, guys. And we'll be doing this with gold cards as well coming up soon, probably over the next couple days. So let's just quickly take a look at my lineup here. So we're going to start out at catcher with Gary Sanchez. A lot of people who rock like overpowered teams, diamond teams, are still running Gary Sanchez at catcher. Incredible power, 84 power, 91 power left, 84 power right. Now, it's a little skewed with a lot of these stats because inside edge, and another reason I did this is because this is almost an all gold team here at this point. With inside edge, a lot of these cards, these borderline gold, 78, 77, 79 overalls, with inside edge, a lot of times they're going to be in the 80s because of that. So you're really getting a 2-for-1 there. You're getting some really good silver stars, but also with inside edge, they're basically gold statistically. So let's go over to first base. Max Muncy. My thinking here and my pick here was kind of like the Gary Sanchez effect. Power, 90 versus right, 90 versus left. Not great defensively, so you got to be a little careful there, but I haven't run into too many situations where a bad defensive guy at first base has hurt me so far, but I will talk about defense when we get to the middle infield, and that's why we went with Jeff McNeil. I like his vision and his contact. I mean, 95 vision, 96 contact versus right, 85 contact versus left, very good, and that's only with a +1 overall boost with the inside edge, but he's also pretty solid defensively. You know, it gives him the bronze silver shield, but I think, you know, he has some, he's pretty balanced defensively. And also look at his secondary positions: first base, third base, left field, right field. He can play a lot of different places, so that's the main reason why I picked this card. Now, Brandon Crawford, he can't hit worth a lick, but I think he's still serviceable on offense. If you take a look at his fielding, he has diamond fielding stats, and guys, this is with his inside edge being -3 today. So he's all the way down to a 74 from a 77. Listen, at shortstop, a very important position, a position that the ball comes at a lot in this game, and in my opinion, I really value defense this year. A lot of just random errors for guys who maybe have like a bronze or silver defensive shield. If I can get diamond level fielding from a silver card, I'm going to take it without a doubt. He's fairly cheap. So again, you're sacrificing some hitting here. He's probably a bottom of the lineup guy, but I just really like him defensively. And his hitting stats aren't that bad. I mean, they're not great, but they're not bad either. Lefty too. I'm probably going to butcher this guy's name, but let's go for it anyways. Johan CAMARGO. Not aware of this guy, but I went with him because of his balance. If you take a look, hitting silver, fielding silver, he has no inside edge boost. I think he's very well rounded. Pretty good contact. He's a switch hitter as well, which you always want to get maybe 1 or 2 of those in your lineup if possible. But the ball, like the shortstop, the ball comes at third baseman a lot, and you want him to make plays. And I think this card, you know, 74 fielding, 70 arm strength, 68 arm acceleration, 70 reaction. Again, not the greatest, but we're playing with silver cards here. You got to give a little up with these cards. Of course, they're going to be a lot cheaper as well. But again, I like the balance on this card and the fact that he's a switch hitter. So let's go to our outfield now. I think this one, you know, goes without explaining, but I'm going to explain it anyway. You got to have Joey Gallo on your team, man. A lot of you might even have him on your bench just for, you know, pinch hitting situations. Now, he does have a pretty big inside edge boost, +4, but his power against left and right is always ridiculous. Today, 100 versus right, 99 versus left. He's not a bad fielder, too. 85 arm strength. I mean, he's going to be able to get the ball to the infield pretty quick. He has a gold fielding shield today. I don't know if that's because of inside edge or if that's just his normal, but you have to have this card. And he can play a lot of secondary positions. You can throw him at first base. There's a lot of other really good silver outfielders out there, so maybe you throw Gallo at first base and then, you know, get another really good fielder. Harrison Bader, this one is kind of a personal pick. I used this card, if you take a look here, in the Mexico event, the Mexico Series event, and he was fantastic for me. 10 at-bats, 3 hits, 2 runs, 300 batting average, 2 ribbies. He just played well. I got a stolen base with him. He's very fast, guys. 94 speed, and again, diamond fielding. I'm going to take a silver card that can get diamond fielding anytime. Well, not anytime, not at all positions, but it's very rare. As I was doing the research on these videos, I think Brandon Crawford, Harrison Bader, and there may have been one other card had a diamond fielding shield as a you know, a silver card. Now, he can't hit worth a lick, but I had some success with him. Maybe you will too. Contact versus left, 72, and he can lay down a bunt. He's got the speed there. Not a great bunt rating, but if you can get it down, you know, he's gonna get to he's gonna utilize that speed and get to first base. And then right field, I mean, I really picked Michael Conforto because I think he's going to be a gold at the end of the day. Inside edge today gets him to an 81 overall. Great hitter. He's got a lefty bat. I was trying to mix it up with lefties and righties and a couple switch hitters, but great power. I mean, 80 power versus right, 77 versus left. Contact's pretty solid there. Fielding could be a little bit better. He's not the fastest either, so you want to be careful about that. And there's some other speedy guys in the outfield. You might be able to switch him out, but I went with Conforto there. So that's the bats. We got some bench players here. Fernando Tatis Jr., Mike Zunino, Corey Dickerson, Rhys Hoskins, and then you always got to have a Billy Hamilton on your bench. Even with my all-diamond lineup, Billy Hamilton's on my bench just for stealing purposes. So I'm going to go through the actual market here. I may talk about some of the cards we already talked about, but let's go ahead and filter out our cards to silvers only. So we'll go to 79 as the max overall, and we'll talk about pitching. Let's actually start with pitching here since I didn't really address it yet. We don't want closing pitching. Let's go starting pitching. First, I'm going to kind of freestyle this one. I have some names written down. I'm just really looking at either balance or then velocity, break, and control. So I'm not even going to try to mess his name up here. I just call him Mike Foley, Folty, from the Braves. 95 velocity, 94 break, 99 bunt in case you get in that situation. Very good card there. We also have on our list Zach Wheeler, 91 break, 92 velocity. So I'm really just looking at velocity for these first couple guys. And then where is my guy from the Angels? I think he was on the second page here. See if we can find him here. Nope. Clayton Richard, or Garrett Richard. Why'd I call him Clayton? Garrett Richard, 99 break, 99 velo. He can get his 4-seam and 2-seam to 95, 96, slider to an 89. Pretty solid card. And I thought he played for the Angels. Apparently he's with the Padres now. I had no idea. So then if we look at maybe just a little bit more balance, Nathan Eovaldi, very balanced. 81 break, 82 control, 92 velocity. So he's kind of a master of a couple good things there. Also, I'm looking for him, Joe Musgrove. I like this card a lot. Controls at 89. I'm a big fan of control this year so far. I found that for me, it's working good. Like Cole Hamels has pretty good control. I'm probably going to go pick up Diamond Chris Sale eventually. But 78 break, 89 control, 76 velocity. I just picked this one for control mainly. He's not really going to blow the baseball past the batter or past the bat per se. And then another one that was pretty well-rounded that I noticed was Colin McHugh. Velocity stinks, so don't try to speed past anybody with this guy. But 88 control is very, very good. Break is a 92 there. He has a slider, a curve, and a cutter for some various pitches there other than his fastball. So those are some of the pitchers. If there's any other pitchers you guys think I should take a look at, definitely let me know. For relief pitchers, honestly, and I could be doing this wrong, but I literally just look at velocity. I want a bunch of guys who are going to come in the game late innings and throw fastballs and maybe change up pace and you know, keep a hitter off balance. So Seranthony Dominguez, you got to pick him just because his name's Seranthony. It just sounds cool to say. 99 break, 99 velo. Nate Jones has kind of a wacky delivery. Not wacky, but it's a little different, so it can throw people off. He has 99 break and 99 velo. Carl Edwards, I mean, look at the hits per 9 and the Ks per 9. Over 100, and that's without an inside edge boost. He also has a 99 break. He's got a curveball. Is really, you know, probably going to be his best breaking pitch. But he's certainly, you know, one to take a look at. Diego Castillo. He just got upgraded here. I'm sorry, he did not just get upgraded. I'm thinking of somebody else, but he has 99 break, 99 velocity. And then, of course, you have your, you know, your these guys are always around here, right? Pat Neshek, funny delivery there. Can always take a look at him. Darren O'Day, a little bit of a wacky delivery. Kelvin Herrera, pretty good velocity at 98, 89 break there. Matt Barnes, 99 break. I'm looking for velocity and break mostly. And then guys who have, this guy has some heat too, and he has a little weird of a delivery. Arodys Vizcaino. I am so bad at names, don't kill me. But those are some of the kind of bullpen guys here. And then if you look at closer pitching, shout out to my guy Donnie, who's inviting me to an Apex game while I'm not playing Apex. 99 break, 91 velo. Raciel Iglesias, 96 velo, 93 break. Danny Farquhar, I don't know why I love saying his name like that, but I do. Ks per 9 is 102. So I would just look for balanced guys here. Me personally, though, I just look for velocity. There's another one. Jordan Hicks, not from the Eagles, not from the Arizona Cardinals, but from the St. Louis Cardinals. He can throw it 99 four-seamer. His sinker is a 95. Definitely a budget card, and he's not even a silver, so I'm looking too far there. All right, I messed up there. I want to go back to my filters. Let's quickly now go through the positions here. I'm just going to point a couple guys out here. Max overall, we're going to go back to a 79, and we already said Gary Sanchez is the way to go. Another guy who's like a great value, Gary Sanchez, and he's actually still kind of the same price, a little cheaper. Mike Zunino, power against righties 78, power against lefties 83. He's decent when it comes to fielding. He actually has a gold shield, so I take that back. He's more solid. So he's not going to, I mean, he's a home run hitter. That's all you're going to get from Zunino, but I believe he's a lot better fielding the ball defensively as a catcher than Gary Sanchez is going to be. First base, couple other guys that I was going to take a look at. We went with Muncy, but you know, Abreu, who just got downgraded from gold to silver. He still has the gold hitting shield again. That's with inside edge today. Edwin Encarnacion, can't go wrong with him. Rhys Hoskins, another power hitter. Pretty equal to me to Mac Muncy, but Muncy's going to give you better power versus left, whereas Rhys just has it against rights. Carlos Santana, probably the most well-rounded first baseman, and he's a switch hitter, which I always like. I always want one of those guys in there. And I think that's really all I get for first baseman as I look at my list here. Second baseman, there were quite a few to go with. So we went with Jeff McNeil. But if you take a look here, come on, Donnie, I'm doing a video here. If you look at second baseman, Scooter Gennett, Ben Zobrist. Zobrist's probably the most well-rounded. If you take a look defensively, silver shield, hitting, gold. He's at 80 right now with inside edge. He's another switch hitter. Contact versus left and right, very good, and he's pretty solid defensively. Scooter Gennett, contact versus right is really good at a 93, but I think at the end of the day, I'm going with Jeff McNeil there. Third baseman, I don't really have any other people. I went with my guy from the Braves, Mike Moustakas, pretty good defensively. Hitting, he's got the gold shield. That doesn't really make sense to me. Hitting, gold shield. I mean, he has power 80 versus right, but the rest of that doesn't really... He looks better defensively to me than hitting as I just look at his stats, and that's a -1 with the inside edge. But I didn't really have many third basemen. Travis Shaw is usually a good power guy. Asdrubal Cabrera, good contact. Longo is probably he's kind of balanced there. Looks a little bit better defensively than most of these cards. Brian Anderson, he's a bit pricey because when I say pricey, compared to the other cards, but he's probably, you know, one of the better defensive guys at third baseman. Let's move on over to shortstop. So, you know, I picked, we picked Brandon Crawford because of the diamond fielding, but honestly, you got to go with Fernando Tatis Jr. His price shot up because he went from bronze to silver yesterday. If you can still invest in this card, I think this guy at minimum is a gold by the end of the year. Got to watch him play 2 games against the Rockies. He's phenomenal defensively, and his stats definitely show it. Hit another home run last night. I think that's part of the reason his price went up a little bit, because when his overall went up yesterday, his price didn't jump, but then he hit another home run. I don't know what else he did yesterday, but I know he hit at least a home run. So now you're seeing, you know, the cause and effect of that. And that's all I really have for shortstop. For outfield, I think I'm not going to spend too much time, but there's a ton of good options. We went with Gallo because of the power. Michael Brantley, great for contact. David Dahl, a very good hitter. He's a lefty. I prefer hitting with lefties, even though I'm a right-handed person. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Corey Dickerson, very well-rounded, good fielding. He's a really good hitter. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have a little bit more power. He was a good hitter in Colorado, at least. Corey Dickerson, I think, definitely has gold potential as well. I'm not quite sure how he's doing in real life this year. I haven't really paid attention to him, but he might be a guy worth investing in because he can do good. He can be a good player. Center fielders, we're almost done here. You got to get a Billy Hamilton on your team. I already said that. Harrison Bader is who we went with just because of his fielding stats. Other than that, I mean, JBJ's pretty good, but not really. I mean, he's got diamond fielding, so if you're going for that, but you know, if you compare him and Batter's the better option there, just because he's faster, you know, arm strength 95. Think that was really it. Buxton is going to be really fast, like normal, good fielding there. But I would go with one of the faster guys just to chase those out, you know, those fly balls in the outfield. Right field, a lot of good options. Jason Hayward, I believe he has the diamond fielding shield. Yes. Nick Markakis, lefty and righty, he can hit the ball. Josh Reddick, very, very good with contact. He's very balanced. He's got good fielding, good hitting. Again, a lot of options in the outfield. Jose Martinez, great contact, left and right. And that's pretty good because he's a right-hander that can hit righties. So if you are going to rock an all-diamond lineup, you might want to take a look at that. Hunter Renfroe, we know he's got the power, 87 power against left, 78 versus right. Not the greatest fielder as you take a look at his stats. And I think that's really it. Let me know what you guys think. Hope it helps out if you're trying to play on a budget. You're looking to have some fun, you just want to build a silver team. I think those are the best options. A lot of these cards are really good for flipping too. So on a stub making standpoint, I like to usually look through these cards. What I did when I was making this video is I bought like 3 or 4 of each of these cards and then sold them and kept one of them while I built that lineup. So it's a good stub making way as well. We'll do this again with gold lineups, and then I'm going to just start doing some squad builders, random stuff, you know, an all AL East team, an all NL team, a team that everybody's name starts with the letter A, crazy stuff, and we'll do gameplays. I'm going to save this lineup, so I might even drop a gameplay or 2 with this team. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.